Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Once again, the Peppa Pig family is all muddy from jumping in muddy puddles. That's what pigs love to do. Peppa is already clean. She's had a shower all on her own and ready to go to a friend's birthday party. Bye, Mama. I'm off. My ride is here. We have a big white bathtub for our Peppa Pig toys. And we're missing one thing, some water. And in a few minutes, we're going to add something very fun to the water. First, let's go in, Daddy Pig. And we have Mummy Pig. And we have a muddy Granny Pig. And a little muddy George Pig. And we are going to add this color-changing bath bomb. And it has natural essential oils. And it's going to change colors. Red, blue, purple. Or in French, rouge. But I don't think the H should be there. Then we have bleu and violet. It's wrapped in striped tissue paper, so let's just open it up. And the bath bomb is light pink in color and it smells like fresh flowers. Let's plop it in the water and watch what happens. Instantly, the water reacts with the bath bomb and it starts to dissolve. And there's a bright burst of red color in the water. And now I can already see the blue starting to come out. Red and blue make what color? Red and blue make the color purple. And so as the blue starts to mix with the red, the water takes on a dark purple color. Over time, you can see the bath bomb is getting smaller. There aren't as many bubbles. Let me see if I can fish it out with my hand. We'll see how small it is. It looks like a bright piece of coral. And this is the final color of our water. It's very dark. And the pig family is all clean and relaxing in their pajamas in the living room. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today Peppa and her family are visiting the ambulance services. Peppa is possibly interested in being a paramedic when she's older. And they're going to have an up-close look at an ambulance. Their friend Kermit is a paramedic. Welcome, Peppa family. I'm going to show you our ambulance today. I love being a paramedic. It can be very stressful and scary at times, but I love to help people. And our job is very important. We need to safely transfer sick or injured people to the hospital. Peppa and George, why don't you hop in the ambulance? Peppa sits in the passenger seat, and George gets to sit in the driver's seat. He pretends he is driving with the sirens and lights on. Mr. Kermit, can you please turn on the sirens and lights? Well, sure, Peppa. Sirens and lights are very important for the ambulance to get through traffic safely. All cars must pull over when they hear the sirens. Kermit gets in the vehicle and pushes the buttons for the sirens and lights. Do you see these black switches on the side of the ambulance, George and Peppa? They are for lights and opening and closing the door in the back. Why don't you try one first, George? This first one will turn on the lights. You can move the switch up to make the door open and switch down to close it. Peppa and George noticed a stuffed animal in the back of the ambulance. Mr. Kermit, what is that stuffed dog doing in the back of the ambulance? People donate their stuffed animals and we sterilize them and clean them and give them to the kids riding in the ambulance. It makes them feel better. Riding in an ambulance can be quite scary and we want to make them as comfortable as possible. It's time for Peppa and her family to go home. They all thank Kermit for showing them the ambulance. Maybe one day Peppa will be a paramedic. What do you want to be when you grow up, Tiny fans? And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today, Madame Gazelle is taking her class on a field trip. They get to go skiing at the local ski hill. I hope everyone has so much fun today, but it's also important to be safe. Please always ski in bounds with your parent chaperone. Follow all safety signs. If you get cold, you can warm up with a cup of hot chocolate in the lodge. Let's get on the bus. The doors on the bus are closed. Let's open them up. And Susie Sheep is the first to get on. She notices the blue sign that says, "Watch your step." She sits in a middle seat. Next is Candy Cat. Candy Cat tends to get carsick, so she sits in the front of the bus. Now it's Rebecca Rabbit's turn to get on. She also sits in the front with Candy Cat. Before Peppa hops on, she has a question for the teacher. Madame Gazelle, why are there no seatbelts on the bus? I don't understand myself, Peppa. We need to keep kids safe, and seatbelts keep kids safe. There should be seatbelts on buses. Everyone's hopped on the bus, and Madame Gazelle is the driver today. Off to the ski hill we go. When we arrive at the ski hill, we need to put on our helmet, our neck warmer, our goggles, and our ski boots. I need to tighten my ski boots by closing the clips. Peppa Pig and Zoe Zebra decide to go up the chairlift together. We make sure the safety bar is down so nobody falls off the chair. Sometimes when we're skiing, we stop just to enjoy nature. It's so relaxing being surrounded by so many trees. It's also important to stay far enough from the base of the tree where there are tree wells. It's snow that hasn't been compacted, and you can fall into a tree well. We're up on the chairlift again, and the sun is trying to peek through. There's a little bit of snow falling, which means snowflakes. Look at this pretty one on my glove. Did you know that snowflakes are made up of 200 ice crystals? I find snowflakes so fascinating. Our family loves to ski together. It's a great form of exercise, and you know how we love to be outdoors. But remember, it's always important to follow the safety rules on a ski hill. After a few runs, it's time to warm up with a cup of hot chocolate. After we're finished our hot chocolate, it's time to head home after a long day of skiing. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos or our channel. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Madame Gazelle is teaching science to her class today. She has Buzz, Tinky Winky, Fozzie Bear, Rubble, and Peppa Pig as her students today. It's a very small class. Today, each of you are going to cut out a life-size version of the human body and its organs. Oh, yay, says Peppa. I love biology class. Tiny Treasures brought this home from school, and I thought it was absolutely amazing and wanted to share it with you, tiny fans. Let's have a closer look and do some learning. Here is the skull, and underneath the skull is the brain. Without our brain, we couldn't walk, talk, smell, see, taste. It's an amazing organ. And if we go a little lower, I see the rib cage. This protects what's underneath. The lungs. Here is the left lung. And under this left lung is the heart, which pumps blood throughout our body. And if we lift this part of the rib cage, we have our other lung, the right side. The lungs remove carbon dioxide from our bodies. If we move a little lower, we come to the liver. And the liver removes toxins in our blood. So basically it removes all of the bad things from our body. And then under the liver is the stomach. You know what the stomach is for. That's where our food goes, and our body starts to break that food down. Now I wanted to move over to the arm. Do you know what this red stuff could be? This is what our muscles look like. Your muscles work together with the bones, and that allows our bodies to move. What is this yellow and orange organ? It's called a pancreas, and it lowers the sugar levels in our blood. And underneath the pancreas is the left kidney. We have two, so that means the right kidney is over here. And the kidney filters our blood. And you know that the kidneys look like kidney beans. That's why they're called kidney beans. And then we have the intestine, large and small. And this is a tube-shaped organ, and its main job is to remove the water from your food, part of digestion. All right, class, now that you have learned about the human body and the functions of our organs, it's time to get your scissors and glue and pencil crayons out and get crafting a human body. And thank you so much for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. Today Peppa and her brother George are going to play Lincoln Logs. It's a miniature Lincoln log set. And they're just teeny tiny pieces. And they're all different sizes. And there's a little instruction booklet. Let's have a look. Step by step, it shows you how to build a little square cabin. I think we'll give it a try. First, we need the 2 pieces with flat bottoms. There's one. And there's one more. Let's see. There it is. Okay, that's step 1. And I think we still need to, yes, we need to add 2 more logs in step 1. So here's 1 and 2. Now we're ready for step 2. Oh, and we need to add 2 teeny tiny logs. They're so small. Got to be very careful. There we go. And there is our little Lincoln Logs cabin. All we need to do is put on the green roof. And we're all finished. Tiny Treasures and Tiny Treasures Mini love building with their logs. You can build any shape or size of cabin, and they build little villages. This time they've built the villages on their Usborne books so that the cabins don't fall over and they're on a flat surface. We love Usborne books. Let's have a look at this one. 1001 Things to Spot on Holiday. Let's start at the beach party and look for 9 flower garlands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're looking for one more. Do you see it, tiny fans? Not on this page, maybe over here. There it is, and 9. Now let's look for 1 ice cream cake. Let's see, not near the corn or the watermelon, not near the drums. Do you see it? There it is. It is huge. I hope that lady doesn't drop it. I'll put the book right back where it was so the kids can play. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. It's the weekend and the Peppa Pig family has something very exciting they're going to do. They're going to hop in their purple and pink musical Fisher-Price SUV. Hop on in, Peppa. Peppa buckles her seatbelt. So does George. And Mummy Pig sits in the passenger seat. She buckles up her seatbelt as well. Daddy Pig is driving today. The little piggies might get hungry on the way, so Mummy Pig has packed some freshly baked organic bagels to snack on. Good idea, Mummy Pig. Time to turn on the music. They arrive at the attraction. It's 2 giant dinosaurs. You know how much George Pig loves dinosaurs. It's a bit windy, but it's nice and sunny out. The first dinosaur is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. His name is Mr. Rex. He is 65 feet tall, and he's made of steel and concrete. Look at how big the toe is compared to Tiny Treasure's Minnie's hand. And let's look way up. Are you ready to see the second dinosaur? What kind of dinosaur do you think it is? It's a Brontosaurus. His name is Denny the dinosaur, and he is 150 feet long. And this is the most exciting part. We get to go inside Denny the dinosaur. There's an entrance through his tail, and inside is a gift shop full of dinosaur toys. Let's head in. See, we're at the back of the dinosaur, and we're going to go up the tail. There's a long flight of stairs and little dinosaurs to look at along the way. That looks like another T-Rex. Inside the gift shop, there is every type of dinosaur you can imagine. Which dinosaur is your favorite? There are even pink, fluffy unicorns. We look around very carefully, and George Pig is allowed to pick one dinosaur to take home for his collection. What do you think George Pig will choose? We've made our purchase, and it's time to head down the stairs and head home. This was a fun adventure for a dinosaur lover. And thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye.